I feel like some of my friends have been jinxing me because on other social media platforms, they have been sending me some videos that were very entertaining about this lady who had had a few poultry members of her flock that had gotten picked off, and she was set up ready to take them out that night, and she was threatening every predator that there may be. And I got a good chuckle out of those videos. And then today I come out to take care of the meat chickens with my husband Reed, and we go to push the chicken tractor up this brief incline behind me. And we notice that one of the meat chickens towards the back of the group that's waddling has a huge gash across its back quarter, one of its back legs, chunk of meat. And it's gruesome. So I'll show you that clip in a second. And it's something that I definitely have to treat. Now, these birds behind me, they were hatched on June 16th or June 15th, 16th, somewhere in there. Their date to head to freezer camp or to meet their maker, if you get what I'm saying, is in 2 weeks still. So they will be just over 8 weeks by the time that we send them. They should be decently sized at this point. We're only doing two batches, so we wanted to make sure that they were of decent size because previously we've done it too soon. Anyway, so for the most part, we haven't had that many problems with them thus far, even with this intense heat. The way that the breeze rolls through the valley, typically they are not, don't need to jinx myself, rolling over and dying of heart attacks. I think we lost one, Reed said last week. But other than that, so I'm going to post a screenshot of what that gash looked like. And I treated it with Vetricin. I'll go get that stuff. Hang on. I did some research and I couldn't obviously just leave this chicken with the situation that it was in. I could tell that the flies were already starting to be relentless to this poor thing. And I want to give it a chance. That's why I didn't put it out of its misery. So the first thing, I have Vetricin. This is antimicrobial pink eye spray, but when I compared it a few years back with the Vetricin poultry spray, it had the same active ingredients in it. So this is the only thing I had on hand, which is why I used it. Quite honestly, this is probably cheaper because it's for general livestock and not just poultry. I don't like to treat these types of birds, especially considering they only are around for 8 weeks. And I don't like any risk of contamination or anything, and I try not to risk that if at all possible. Now, if this particular bird makes it to the end goal of meeting its maker on its scheduled date, that will be ours to consume. And I'll probably have to quarter it out, and I won't be able to consume it as a whole bird because once you see, I don't know if it will ever recover fully from that. So I did spray it with Alu Shield, which is like the aluminum spray. And the reason that I sprayed it with that is so the flies would leave it the heck alone. So during earlier when I initially treated it, I used the Vetricin, forgot a paper towel, sprayed it, had gone up to go get paper towels, and I come back and the flies are already, little flies, big flies, didn't matter. So I cleaned it again, used the paper towel, kind of dried it off after it got to soak for a few minutes, and then I sprayed this stuff on it. And it does appear that these other meat chickens are not bothering that bird. Now, if these were layers, I probably also would have put Peck No More on the bird because laying chickens tend to be more cannibalistic than these meat chickens. These guys, their only goal in life is to eat, drink, poop, and sleep. That's it. They put on muscle and they don't really have that establishing a pecking order type of a thing. They're not social like those other birds that I have. So with laying birds, peck no more absolutely in this situation would be critical, but I'm not using it for these guys. I also don't even know if you can use it on meat chickens, so I just try to like evade that altogether. So I'll show you what that bird looks like right now. It does appear that it is working, but I'm still going to keep a close eye on it. So the other chickens have not bothered it, but these flies are still worrying me. So I will check it again before I go to bed tonight.